Hopefully my sound together.
Hello, YouTubers. You are watching Ranters Delight Universe, and today we have Flipped Out, Hallmark Channel Jeremy, ATDAWN, and our special guest, Bonnie. So, everyone, take your turn and talk about your channels, please.
Go ahead, Bonnie.
Y'all know my channel. I'm the one who helps everybody out, tries to get everybody on my channel, give everybody a platform to bring their shows out and get them some subs and help them grow. I haven't done anything on my channel today because I've been sick, but I was not backing out of this. I promised the rant I would be here, so I'm here. So just have fun and enjoy the show, guys.
Thank you so much for being here, Bonnie.
No problem.
All right, Flip, you next.
Well, let's let Don go next. Yeah, ATDAWN.
Yep. Hey everyone, I'm ATDAWN. Just here, part of the Fandom Collective. Happy to be here. Rant, I'll always be there for you if you ever need me on. Got my own YouTube channel, focus on movie reviews and gaming. That's about it.
Thank
Cool.
you for being here, man.
Hallmark, let's hear you sing your way through this, robot.
Domo arigato, Mr. Roboto. Domo.
Domo.
We heard that.
Oh, well, that figures.
We can hear you perfectly now.
Yeah. Well, you know, it's the, I don't know, blame it on the Cascades or the Olympics or both. I don't know.
Cool.
But anyway, I guess since I'm talking, my channel, I talk about everything from veterans issues to news and politics, sports, movies, and life in general.
Cool. I'm Flipped Out. I do all kind of stuff. I do talking, and I do screaming, and I do skits and act and do stupid shit that's going to keep me from getting a decent job one day. And I try and talk about Star Wars without getting angry. And I try and help everyone else. I try and promote everyone through the Fandom Collective. You are the Fandom Collective. We are just here. And thanks for having me on, Rant.
Well, I have to say thank all of you for coming. I mean, if it wasn't for you guys, I really wouldn't be where I'm at right now. So, thank you.
2L. You know what happened today? Well, it didn't happen today, but Friday, I started doing my next video. Huh?
I'll be right back. Hold on, I gotta hang up for a minute.
All right.
We'll be here. So yeah, Friday, I wake up. I'm gonna work on my video, man. It's gonna be great. And my phone locks up, and as you know, I do everything from my phone. And I can't import, I can't export, I can't do jack shit, and it is just a travesty. So I got on the phone with tech support, and from Friday evening till just about 5 hours ago, I have had absolutely no use of this phone except to text, and that's about it. So glad that I've got my iMovie back and everything's cool, and just so glad to be here. What a nightmare.
Seriously, that sounds like a nightmare. Damn.
For real.
Sorry you had to go through that.
Well, they thought that it was going to be a bug with the iMovie software, but it ended up being a bug in the iCloud that wasn't allowing my photos or videos to upload to iCloud to save them, So for apparently 77 weeks, I had no photos and no videos going up to iCloud. So I guess every single thing that I've been doing, all my videos, all my extra photos and stupid crap that I save, has just been staying on my phone. That's why it seized up. So, but we got it to work, man. I am back, baby. Back. I'm in a damn good mood. So what's up with you guys?
Good.
So I've been on Twitter trying to help Stephanie Janicek out. So
I just saw that. I just saw her video. Sorry to interrupt you, Bonnie.
Yeah, so apparently they decided to lock her out of Twitter, but the idiot that had caused all the trouble is still got her page up. So I'm going over there and causing problems for her without getting myself in trouble. I'm just going through her tweets and finding little things that I find personally offensive, and I'm reporting them as being offensive. Something's got to get her locked down. But I'm not commenting to anything. I'm being nice, even though I don't want to be today. I'm in that kind of mood. I was even nice to Roundhead Ryan Johnson. He showed up in Odin's chat and was running his mouth to me. And instead of being mean to him, I just asked Stephanie and Tina to please just block him for me nicely. Yeah. I didn't even say anything mean to him.
Stephanie B.
Yeah, Stephanie
The
B.
Valkyrie?
And Tina.
Yeah.
Yep. They blocked him for me. I didn't have to say anything mean, even though I wanted to. And I forewarned him. I said, whatever happens today, I'm not accountable for. I'm sick. So whatever comes out of my mouth, nobody can hold me accountable for. And they just blocked him for me.
Blame it on the booze. Blame it on the liquor. Blame it on Bonnie because she's only getting sicker.
Blame it on the cold medicine because it takes control and I have no control what comes out of my mouth.
I don't know if I should. I don't know if I should admit this in public, but I kind of got a little crush on Stephanie B.
She's a sweetheart. She tells me that I'm a sweetheart because I tell her she's my queen. But that's because Abu Nasa, she is the queen. So I follow his orders. She's the queen.
Wow, Rant, we need to do a stream where we call it the Truth Serum. That would be really fun. Talk about truth or dare, like truth serum.
Make sure I'm on cold medicine. Otherwise, you won't get the truth out of this girl.
Don't you mean the lawsuit of truth, Flip? The lawsuit of truth?
Sorry, what? You broke up a little.
Sorry, I said that. Don't you mean the lawsuit of truth, like Wonder Woman's lawsuit?
Oh, yeah, the lawsuit of truth. That's
yeah, that's right. That's right.
Oh.
Golden.
Yeah, but I don't. I mean, and Gal Gadot is fine and all, but I grew up with Linda Carter and Wonder Woman, so yeah.
Yeah, Linda Carter was cool. Definitely Linda Carter, but she's a good choice. The new one. So,
Rant, he doesn't have a Twitter account, so you'll have to send it to his email.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he doesn't deal with Twitter because it's too much of a cesspool for him. I don't blame him.
Okay. Wait, he won't be able to write his email on this right now, will he?
James, send me your email really quick, hon, and I'll send it to Rant on Twitter so he'll have it.
It's all a cesspool. What are you talking about?
It really is.
What we're on is a cesspool. Come on.
Not as bad as Twitter. Oh my God. Twitter is the worst cesspool online.
Well, first of all, you're saying it wrong. It's the tweeter.
Okay. Okay.
And second of all, that was going to be some of my rant, and some of the stuff I've seen on Twitter, but I don't know if we're going to get into that type of stuff or not.
Yeah,
depends on what our host wants to talk about, huh?
That whole thing with the video going viral yesterday with those teens, they didn't even have the story right. They only gave you what they wanted you to know.
Well, yeah, that's one of the things. Yeah, but
yep.
Oh, I don't even know the full story on that. I would definitely like to hear about it.
Okay. So apparently the Indian that was in the video that they supposedly were attacking the teen kids, he actually walked up to them and started with them. They didn't even do anything. Yeah. So the whole thing was just because they had Trump hats on, they were the evil ones. They started it all when they didn't even do anything at all.
I mean, personally, I don't really like Trump or whatever, but if, people support Trump, go ahead. I'm not going to hate you for it or attack you for it.
Yeah. So apparently what it came down to is they started attacking those kids. saying that I mean, they were calling them the N-word and all kinds of other stuff. They put out their personal information for people to have, the schools, their phone numbers, their addresses. They're calling for them to be expelled. They're calling for the parents' jobs, all kinds of stuff. And the whole thing is the kids didn't even do anything. They were dancing to the guy playing the drum. They're teenagers. I mean, come on. We all remember being 16 and doing stupid stuff at 16. I mean, come on.
Well,
But
what started the whole deal was the fact that, the mainstream media or whatever, played the video, but like they didn't play the whole video. They just played, the certain part, which made the kids look like the bad guys. But then somebody else threw out the whole video, and it's. But of course, certain people only want to, see the
first video.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, oh no, we already have our target. That doesn't matter anymore. That doesn't matter at all. Yeah.
Yep.
That type of thing. Yeah. Once they're already mobbed up, there is no really getting through to them until like about 3 months later.
Yep. And a few of them have come back and said that, they were wrong about the kids starting it and this and that, but the kids were still in the wrong because it was during a pro-life for women or something. And the kids shouldn't have been there. And I mean, it's just stupid. I mean, they're just doing like they always do. They're doubling back to cover their butts when they screw up.
Yeah.
What gets me though is the fact that, like, I saw on the Twitter, I saw people saying like, yeah, they should expel the kids, and like, if they have any college scholarships, or planning on going to college, they should be have their scholarships and denied going to college and all this stuff. And it's like, really? It's like, I'm some of these people, I'm like, well, let's dig into your past and see if, I don't know, maybe you shoplifted when you were 14. So we're gonna pull out some Sharia law on your ass and chop your hands off.
Hey, so how does Sharia law work if you're caught with a goat?
That's a good
flip.
Get chopped off then.
Actually, ironically, I'm gonna bet. I mean, I don't know. I'm just guessing, but I'm gonna bet that goats are okay.
So did y'all hear the news about Disney losing over $1 billion on the streaming?
Really now?
I did.
They
I
lost
saw
over
those
$1 billion.
articles.
How does that work?
Hey, James.
Ethan Van Sciver breaks it down a lot more better than I can, but apparently they're losing $1 billion on the streaming, and they cannot stream any Star Wars movies, including the pathetic Last Jedi, because all of that was sold to another company by Kathleen Kennedy. So I think it's like 20 something or other before they can even put any of those movies on their streaming.
Oh, wow.
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 Yep.
Everybody, we have James in the chat now.
Hey, James.
How y'all doing tonight?
Good. How are you?
Hey, you guys are all great. This one's for Hallmark. My girlfriend and I were listening to Bonnie's stream the other night for the 200 subs. Congrats, Bonnie.
Thank you.
Yeah, we were listening to that stream, and my girlfriend was listening to you, Hallmark. And for some reason, she wanted me to tell you to say red stapler. Now, I don't know what that means, but red stapler.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know what the hell we were talking about. Somebody said something. One of the British guys or whatever. I can't think if it was. I'm drawing a blank now. I can't. Bonnie, who was it? But anyway.
It might have been Thug Life.
Yeah, well, no, it was. I think it was Drunk Jeremy.
Maybe it was
I
drunk
think
Jamie.
I think you might be talking about the counselor Jeremy's or something, because but something was said about having a melon on the table, and then a stapler to keep it on the table or something. And I thought he was saying stabler. Nobody could figure out what the hell he was saying. And I was like, I thought he was saying stabler, and he's like, no, stapler. And then we got to
Yeah,
doing the whole thing from Office Space. And
right.
the red stapler. The stapler
Yeah.
and I didn't get any cake.
Has anyone seen my
Yeah.
stapler?
Yeah, my swing line stapler.
There you go, man. Yeah, you messed me up with that avatar, man. I like the Mandalorian with the lightsabers. That was cool.
Yeah. I switched to my picture of Jeremy, the council of Jeremy's, but yeah, I don't know. I haven't had a chance to switch back, but yeah, dude, I like that picture too. But I'm I guess my geekiness or whatever is the fact that I play a tabletop RPG Star Wars.
Sweet.
Nice, man.
Yeah.
That's okay. My geekiness is Kingdom Hearts and Final Fantasy. Hey, they're good games. What can I say?
I've
Oh yeah,
never
Final
played
Fantasy is great. I love Final Fantasy, Rant. All of them.
Oh, really?
Well, more the retro ones than the newer ones.
I hear that from a lot of people that it's a good game. I might have to actually pick one up one day.
I'm actually glad that I got out of games because now I'm getting back into my artwork and my writing now. So
Yes, and James does some awesome, awesome writing.
Mm-hmm.
thank you.
And his paintings, oh my gosh. He should sell his paintings. He's that good.
Yeah, I saw the one on the Forest of Endor, like the moon base. Did you finish that one?
I'm just about finished, and then
Nice.
that one. After that one, I'm thinking of doing a Cloud City.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
But
Yeah, that would be sweet.
what I'm gonna do is, for every 100 subs, I'm gonna do a giveaway, and then you pick the characters, you pick the scene, and I'll do it. So.
Oh wow.
And I'm hoping at the first 100 that I win it, because if I do, I want the Endor painting with the murder bear.
You said that on your 200 sub stream.
Yeah.
You really want that murder bear, huh?
Yes, I do. I love the Ewoks. They are so cute.
I
would love to take Roundhead and feed him to the murder bears.
I told her I'd throw an Ewok battle wagon in there.
Oh, that is
I really
fun.
would. I really would love to take Roundhead and just feed him to the murder bears.
Wait, no. What about the pit that was where Boba Fett died? That last
Oh,
house.
Sarlacc.
The Sarlacc pit.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that would be nice too, because then he would be eternally in pain. That would be even better than the murder bears. Yeah, I like that better. For all the torture he's been putting me through lately, that would be the perfect torture for him.
That would.
Oh yeah, that troll.
Oh my gosh, he follows me everywhere I go.
Yeah, every stream I watch of yours, Bonnie, he's in there, and then he just switches accounts from one to the other.
Yeah, he showed up on Odin's today, and I was there, and he was like, "I've been looking all over for you today, and I finally found you." I'm like, "Oh my god." Really? Seriously? He goes, I thought we were an item. I'm like, oh God, please just get rid of him. Please make him go away.
He magically transforms himself into Kathleen Kennedy and Bob Iger.
Oh, he turned himself into George Lucas today too.
George Lucas as well. I've seen him do that on Mary's.
And then we have the fake Ivan troll.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he showed up.
I remember
today,
that one he first showed up on, we actually thought it was Ivan.
Yep,
I was in the
yep.
I was in the chat.
Yep, he showed up on Ivan's today and on Odin's, and Odin thought he was the real Ivan. I'm like, nope, that's the fake Ivan. Fake Ivan. Fake Ivan alert, guys. Not the real Ivan.
That's crazy. So now there's a fake Ivan.
Yeah, and he's got Ivan's actual picture on his thing. It's not even a parody account. He just tries to pretend like he's the real Ivan.
Well, you're gonna get Mary all bastard now.
Yep.
That's crazy. People just have too much time on their hands for that. Like, seriously, to make like accounts like that to just be able to troll people. Come on.
Yep.
Too much time on my hands.
It is something, all right. At Dawn, I need to get you on my channel one time.
Definitely.
I haven't had you on there yet.
I would love to, Bonnie, for sure.
Great. You'll have to get with me on Twitter.
I watched your live stream the other day at Dawn. That was pretty good.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, the one I do with Lone Wolf Cub and Jazz. We have a really good time. We're just starting to do it, but that last one I felt went a lot better than the first. So I'm hoping this week is even better.
Right.
So, in case you guys didn't catch this last night, I am going to start a new thing on my channel starting next week on Monday and Thursday. I am going to do a show on Monday with talks about planets, aliens, and UFOs and that kind of stuff. And then on Thursday, wow, I am going to do paranormal stuff.
Oh, that's cool.
That's awesome.
So I'm trying to get some people together. I'm trying to get some people together that would be interested in talking about it. Right now, I have the Rookie Critic and Flip for my first show.
Yeah, I was going to say Flip would be right into that alien stuff.
You know who else would really like that?
Fernando?
George Lucas.
George Lucas.
Fernando, guys, we have Obi-Wan reviews in the chat right now.
And just to let everybody that's coming into the chat or is in the chat, if I have not subbed to you yet, I will sub to you if I see you and I don't notice that I'm subbed to you, because I try to like sub to everybody and try to help your channel grow. That's my goal.
Hey, Bonnie?
Yes.
Hey, Bonnie, there's this one time in the trailer park, I was out on the deck, fishing in the pond for catfish, and there's a bright light, and I think I was abducted.
Hey, next time it happens, call me. I want to go with you.
No, I actually made like one of my first few videos. I made this redneck alien story, and I was acting like Jar Jar Binks came by and asked me for directions to Naboo.
Oh wow!
Driving a Dodge Durango
with Corinthian leather, maybe.
with third row seating, #1 truck in America.
But Bonnie, are those weekly ideas that you're going to do, like that show on a weekly basis?
I want to do those on Mondays and Thursdays at like 5:00 because with Craig on Reviews for You starting to do more videos, I'm hoping that means he's going to start live streaming again soon. And I'm usually on his channel on Monday and Thursday because that is our normal get together times where we have the rebellion meetings, and he does those at like 9:00. So I won't be able to live stream on my channel at those times because I'm with him. So I figured if I did those Mondays and Thursdays at 5, I could get people set up and used to doing it that time. That way they can come to the other show at 9:00 and be there for his shows. So, and then on Saturday at 2:00, I'm going to start my council this Saturday. So, and Odin's our first guest for that one.
Nice.
So, yeah. So I'm trying to give my channel a little more structure with different things on it, not the same stuff that everybody else is doing, some different stuff, and be able to kind of change it up a little bit. I do have gaming on there, but I want to do other stuff as well. And the live streams are great, but I want to kind of break it up into other things as well and bring guests on for that.
Yeah.
Because there are other topics people like to talk about. You know, people do like to talk about paranormal stuff, and people are into the alien outer space stuff. So, and it's also something that I enjoy talking about. So
Well,
I thought maybe I could just break that up and do stuff like that.
For sure. If you ever need
would
another
kinda-
guest,
Yeah, that's a good one, Bonnie. At Dawn would be good.
yeah, I'd jump on that alien one with you for sure. I'd
Great.
love that.
Great, we could do that. Because I definitely need another guest. Because right now, like I said, it's just Rookie Critic, Flip, and myself for the first one. So definitely, I could bring you on for that first one.
Sounds good.
No, I could tell some stories. So,
And I know Stephanie Janisek said she'd be interested in coming on to a show, but I think she wants to do the paranormal one. I need to get with her and find out. But with all this stuff that's been going on with her today, I haven't really bugged her about it too much.
See, I don't know about the ghost stuff, you know, because I mean, like, I haven't really, quote unquote, seen any ghosts.
Well, hey,
but
you know, Bonnie, who is into ghosts? Everything Star Wars, Rob. He's got some good ghost stories, real ones.
I will definitely hit him up, and I've also talked to Moist, and he's interested in that one too.
Nice.
Rob
I've got some
has
more
actually,
stories.
A moist ghost.
Rob's actually been on a paranormal show, actually.
Oh, that's crazy.
I've never, the closest I've ever gotten to a ghost was my mom's foster mom. She was my heart, and I got really, really sick when I was like probably 12, 13, and I couldn't get out of bed. I was upstairs in my bedroom, and I was running a fever, and it was really bad, and I couldn't move. And outside my window, I could see her in a rocking chair singing to me. Now, the crazy thing is she was in a nursing home at the time. 2 weeks later, she passed away. But that's the closest I've ever got to a ghost situation.
It's pretty trippy.
Wow.
But I'm really into the ghost stuff. I watch Ghost Adventures like every week, and I like record every stinking show. My aunt gets annoyed. I fill up her recorder with ghost story stuff all the time. And it takes me forever to watch them all, but I love watching them, and I don't like to miss one. So,
hey, does anybody have a ghost story?
I'll tell you.
I kind of do.
okay.
Cool.
We used to live next to a cemetery, and almost every night, my brothers and I used to sleep in the same room, and we would hear the sound of like a subway, and there was always the same few people. We would see a man with, I can't remember what kind of hat, but it has a rim all the way around it, and a trench coat and a suitcase. And then we'd see another guy with a smaller jacket on, same kind of hat, with a woman in a short dress, and but they would it was their silhouettes, and we'd always see them just stand at our door, and then it would sound like the train's going by, and then they're gone. And we would always all witness it and all be freaking out. Our mom would run upstairs asking what's going on, and we'd tell her, and she wouldn't really believe us. So I firmly believe in the supernatural and stuff because of those. You know, I do not forget. Yeah, that stuff always freaked me out.
I got a story for you. So
Okay.
I'm at my mom's, you know. My brother, he is 4 years older than me. I'm 47, so he'd be 51 now, but he passed away like 2 years ago. And here I'm at my mom's, and she makes this cheeseburger pie. Now, this was my brother's favorite dish, you know. And there's this Christmas tree that's like ceramic. It's like a 5-pound weight, real heavy, you know, like paperweight. And it just lifts up and flings across the room and hits the door. And my mom was like in shock, and I said, well, you know, he wanted his cheeseburger pie, and he's pissed off because he didn't get it, you know.
Makes sense.
The only other bad situation I had was my cousin used to mess with Ouija boards all the time.
Oh wow.
And I used to tell him I wanted no part of it.
Don't
And
mess with those.
we were sitting in my uncle's trailer and he was messing with the Ouija board. All of a sudden, the freaking kitchen drawers blew open and knives started flying across the room. And I told him, I said, "You're an idiot. I told you not to mess with that crap." And I said, "I'm out of here and I will not be back until my uncle gets home and you get rid of that damn board."
Yeah.
Now, see, that's the one thing right there that, like I'm kind of skeptic, when it comes to like ghosts and stuff. But I don't know how old I was, but I was at least high school aged, maybe out of high school, and we were doing the Ouija board thing, and I forget what the question was, but it basically, it was like my grandpa, but we called him Pawpaw. This is my dad's dad. But anyway, some question was asked, and it's like he used to call me Timmer, right? And he died when I was like, I don't know, 11 or 12. So this was some years later, and I don't think anybody else would have known about this. But we're doing this, and the little thingy, goes to T, then it goes to I, then it goes to M, and then it goes and comes back to M, E, and the R, and I'm like, fuck this shit, I'm out of here.
Yeah. Ouija boards are pretty weird. I've had two physical interactions. One was oh man. Okay, so this might all right, so I was about 18, me and my girlfriend were tripping. And when I say tripping, I mean we were literally tripping on acid. And we were sitting there on the bed, and we were looking at this poster I had of the Tsar Bomba. Do you guys know what the Tsar Bomba is?
No.
It's like a 100 megaton nuclear weapon that the Soviets tested. It's like the largest one ever. And it's a picture of it because it looked really freaking cool. I mean, it looks really scary too, but And she was like, "I can't look at that anymore." And all of a sudden, the lamp turned off. Now, keep in mind, the lamp is one of those you have to twist it, and it's really tight. And I don't know, it just turned off all by itself. It was trippy, especially in that state of mind. Another time, my uncle had passed away, but we didn't know it. But no one had heard from him, and I'd got a phone call. And so they were asking if he was over at our place, which was really strange. I was married at the time. And we were like, "No, why would my uncle be here? That's odd." And they were like, "Well, he's missing." And I knew that he had went out to the lake that day on a jet ski. So I was like, damn, he would have been back by now. But anyway, we kind of started, I don't know what the hell the deal is with lamps, but we all kind of as a family got together and started praying and to show that if he was okay, give us a sign. And the freaking lamps turned off. 2 of them. Like, I don't know. Kind of weird, man. That's all I got, though.
The other thing that happened to me when my mom's uncle passed away, everybody was like really freaked out because he was like in a really bad place when he passed away. Well, the last time we'd all heard from him. And I went to walk out of the room when my mom had told me, and all of a sudden I just stopped dead in my tracks. I felt like from the top of my head to the bottom of my feet, like heat, but it wasn't like a burning heat. It was just like a heat. And I turned around, looked at my mom, and I said, "It's okay. He's in heaven." And my mom said, "What did you just say?" I said, "What?" She said, "You just said he's in heaven." I said, "No, I didn't." She said, "Yes, you did." I'm like, how the hell would I know that? So yeah, that was really freaky.
There was this one time I forgot about. We were at this club and this dildo went flying across the sky.
Oh,
Couldn't figure out where it came from.
Wow.
Is that a ghost story? I don't know.
That's funny.
Dildo with wings.
And there you go. Must have had some Red Bull that day.
Yeah, there were all these freaks dancing around with weird lights in their hands and fat pants halfway down. It was weird, real weird. Lots of glow clothing. Strange. Never been back, but it was an experience.
Well, guys, I'm not going to stay on much longer because I am starting to really feel this. It's wearing me down. So, but I'm going to try to do a stream tomorrow. So I'll get with everybody and let you know. But thanks for having me on.
Oh, of
and
course.
Next time I should be more up to par and can stay longer than I did this time. So
feel better, Bonnie. Feel better.
Oh, I'm gonna try.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
feel
stick
better.
around. I'm gonna stick around the chat and keep plugging everybody's channel in the chat, though.
Good night, Bonnie.
So-
Hope you feel better.
Oh man, this thing
Pound that
really,
knife wool.
Hope you feel better, Bonnie.
Yeah, this
Wanna-
thing's really kicking me.
Are you gonna plug your
So-
channel before you leave?
Sure. I do gaming on my channel in the morning, and then in the evening I do my live streams with guests. I bring people on, give them a platform to get their channels out. I also sub to everybody that comes to my channel, as well as any channel that I go on to, trying to help people build their channels up. I also try to help the people in our collective build their channels up the best that I can, getting subs and helping them as much as possible. My goal is to help everybody get to the top. That's what I want, is to get everybody to the top together. I don't want to go up there alone. I want us all to be there side by side. So
Rise together. Nice.
That's awesome.
yep. And like I said, Mondays and Thursdays, I'm going to start some new stuff on my channel. And Saturday, I will be doing my council. I'll probably add new stuff as I go along, but as of right now, that's where things are. So, all right, guys, I am going to be in the chat plugging the channels as
Nice.
much as possible.
Rock on, Bonnie.
All right, night, guys.
Thank you again, Bonnie.
No problem.
Feel better.
Thanks.
Everyone, remember to
Bye-bye.
sub and follow Bonnie, or otherwise I'm going to end up haunting all of you in a blob suit. It could happen. It could happen. You never know. I mean, there are this ghost stuff, if for some reason I were to fall into a heart attack right now or something like that, it's going to happen definitely then.
Nothing usually scares me, but that does. Rant in a stretchy suit as a ghost.
Red rum.
I freak everyone out in my house because I could somewhat do the Pennywise smile from the newest one.
Oh no.
So like I'll be like around the corner or something, and I can just do the smile, and my wife will just be like, "What the fuck's wrong with you?" and just start like almost hitting me.
Freak. I'm kidding.
So much fun. I am a freak, yeah.
That's a compliment.
Just let's keep that our secret. Shh.
Okay.
Oh man.
But are you a super freak?
I can get super freaky at times. Yeah. You might catch me in a Jar Jar outfit,
We might have to put an age restriction on this.
Yeah, we've got dildos flying
Hey.
across the air. We've got freak talk.
Super freak.
Fun
I'm Rick James.
fun
Charlie
times had by now.
Oh man.
Come over here and give Charlie Murphy a lap dance.
Man, I missed
Oh
Chappelle.
man. Yeah, Dave Chappelle, he was hilarious, huh?
I like that one he did. I can't remember the name. He was like he was the guy who kept scratching himself all over, and he was jonesing for some crack. I can't remember the name.
Oh, Tyrone.
Mhm.
Hey, you guys, Proper Anna is in the chat now.
Propaganda.
Oh man, yeah, that was a crackhead Tyrone. Yeah, Tyrone. You know what they say about dog food? That it tastes delicious, and it does. He said something like that.
Leroy Jenkins.
Oh, man.
Oh man. Yeah, Dave Chappelle. They wouldn't give him the money he wanted, so he walked away. Yeah, that was terrible.
That is terrible.
That was back. That was back before they killed comedy.
Hey,
Yeah, heard
hey,
that. Heard that.
little boy Blue, he needed the money. You know.
Oh no.
Oh, that's going way back.
Oh.
Dice, the Dice Man.
Hickory dickory dock. I'm gonna stop.
And my favorite part of the date. Get out.
Oh shit. Oh my god.
Oh man. So, have any of you seen the Shazam trailer?
Yes.
They've had a couple.
They have a couple.
Yeah.
I've only seen one.
Yeah, they had one where it was more of him being goofy, and like, yeah, I'm a superhero and blah blah, and then the other one is probably the one you're talking about, where like him and his friend are like at the real estate agent trying to buy a lair.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's the one. That's a good one.
Yeah, you guys want to see that one?
Yeah.
Shazam.
Yeah, I definitely want to.
Yeah, I wasn't at first. I was pretty hesitant when I first saw the trailer and I saw the suit, like just the pictures of him taking or I think it was actually footage that was captured when he was on set. When I saw the suit, I was like, I don't know about this. But then I saw the two trailers and I'm sold. I'm actually going to go see it. I think it's going to be really good.
I agree, Don. I think it looks really funny, and as a DC movie, a little comedic, exploit would be great.
Exactly. And you know what the best part is, Flip? That if they go this way, and he's been saying this for years, if this is successful, like it could lead to The Rock coming in as his nemesis. What's his name?
Black Adam.
Black Adam. That's it. Yeah.
He has been Black Adam for like a decade almost,
exactly.
right?
Exactly. He's been doing Black Adam and trying to reboot or remake Big Trouble in Little China for about a decade now. He's gonna get one of them done, but we need to get him in the Marvel, at least in one of the universe. If it's gonna be DC, that's fine. Get him into a superhero universe.
Definitely.
Yeah, they definitely need to get The Rock in there. I mean, The Rock's everywhere except for there.
The bad guy in this one is like Doctor something. I can't remember.
Afritz, or I can't think of it either.
Yeah,
I don't know the comic.
I should just call him Palpatine because it shows him shooting lightning out of his fingers.
Yeah. Right. Okay, so we can call him Palpatine for now until we learn his real name.
That would at least get people older like original trilogy Star Wars fans in to see it or interested in seeing it. Then they'd be disappointed when it isn't Palpatine.
Well, that's like one of the first things I thought of when I saw that trailer. He's like shooting lightning at Shazam, and I was like thinking about unlimited power.
Oh man, yes.
He's the best part of the prequels. That guy is the best part of the prequels, hands down.
Yeah, he was awesome. He was absolutely awesome. He played such a good younger Palpatine and stuff.
Do it.
And in the voice
do it.
Do it.
Okay, hey guys, I'm gonna read this real quick. The first trailer for DC's Shazam delighted and relieved fans at Comic-Con on Saturday, and its upbeat tale of teen wish fulfillment. The movie's villain, Dr. Thaddeus Sivana, who is played by Kingsman and Kick-Ass veteran Mark Strong. So that's our guy. So
Mark Strong.
His name is Dr. Thaddeus Sivana.
I don't. Doesn't ring a bell. I don't know Shazam well enough. When I was really young, I remember seeing repeats of that old TV show, but that's about it.
And the thing is how it's going to work. I mean, Shazam's going to make money. It's going to work because they can be silly and serious because the silly part is because he's actually a kid, you know,
Yep.
and like only when he becomes Shazam is he like a full grown man. But
Exactly. But isn't he DC's Captain Marvel as well? Isn't that his character's name?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Are
but
they
they switched
both
it back
Captain
to
Marvel?
Shazam.
Okay.
Yeah, but they switched it back to
What?
Shazam just because of that.
I thought he was more like Superman.
Yeah, I think
He is.
I think didn't the original comic come out around the same time as the original Superman? I think I heard something about that.
I think at one point Gomer Pyle might have said Shazam.
Yeah.
I'm looking it up.
Golly!
I'm looking it up at Dawn. Let's see. When did
I'm pretty
Shazam-
sure I read something about that even like at one point the Shazam comic even was outselling Superman, like in like early days.
comic? That makes sense.
Well, I mean, because
I'm pretty sure I
he
got
can
that
fly
from
like Superman.
stream. I'm pretty sure that's straight from Andre.
He actually came out in Wiz Comics in February of 1940. Was published in late 39 apparently, and comics lead feature introduced audience to Billy Batson. Doesn't say anything about Superman, but I'll keep looking. But February 1940. Oh, who came first, Shazam or Superman?
Yeah.
Here it is.
Superman
says
was
Shazam,
about the
also
same
known as
time.
Captain Marvel, was created in 39 by artist C.C. Beck and writer Bill Parker and first appeared in Wiz Comics, blah, blah, blah. Gotta hit the fucking link. My bad. And, yep, y'all talk amongst yourselves. It looks like a lot to read. Sorry.
Talk amongst yourselves. Here's a topic. Chickpeas. They're neither chicks nor peas. Discuss.
Science.
You're right. It says it was outselling even Superman. Based on book sales, Captain Marvel was the most popular superhero in the 1940s, even outselling Superman. You're right.
Well, credit Midnight's Edge because that was either Rob or Andre. It was one of those two. I'm pretty sure I got it from one of their videos.
Oh, that's cool. Nice credit shout.
Back then, they didn't have to throw diversity in politics and comics,
Yeah, back then it was a different story altogether. You're right.
Hey, Caitlin, Keeper of the Jeremys, is in the chat now.
Hello, Caitlin.
Hey, Caitlin. St. David says, I'm sure that WW84 is going to do well. Do you guys know what that is? Is that like Wonder Woman?
Oh, yeah, that's Wonder Woman, yeah.
Oh, okay.
1984. Wonder Woman 2, I guess, but it's called 1984.
Oh, it's called 1984?
As far as I can tell, yeah, that's what I...
got it. Was not aware.
Yeah, it looks pretty good, though, from what I've seen. Just pictures and, articles and such. Hey, how about this? Next Sunday, Star Wars footage at the Super Bowl. Excited, or do you have a bullet in the gun ready to play Russian roulette?
Geez, that's something to look forward to, right?
Well, I was just really trying to see where you guys were with it. It doesn't sound overwhelmingly positive.
I think my RPG game would do better at the box office.
If I was president of Lucasfilm, I would be like deleting the sequel trilogy altogether and starting something new.
Just be ready April 1st because it's just around the corner, and they're going to say something like, Lucas buys back Star Wars or something like that. They got me last year. I don't remember what it was, but they got me on something. I was like, damn it. So be ready for that. But I think I'm excited to see this happen, whatever's about to happen with Star Wars. On the footage, because if it's good, that's cool, I guess. If it's bad, which is probably the case, it's just going to be just juicy to look at and talk about. So
Well, yeah, exactly. It's the best of both worlds for its Flip, because if it's good, we'll actually enjoy it, and if it's bad, then it'll give us more stuff to talk about.
no, I mean it's terrible.
We
but
can't
it's
lose.
really-
It's a win-win.
It is. It really is, man.
We'll be busy for the next 3 years because we'll
Yeah.
still be talking about the Last Jedi too.
Exactly, Hallmark. Exactly.
That's right. I'm curious though. I think they'll probably wait till the end of halftime or maybe the end of the whole thing, just because they want you to watch the football game. So who you guys going for? I'm not a huge football fan, but please tell me that it's not the Patriots.
Hey guys.
Well, Flip, my mom and like all her family. So I kind of grew up with the Pats being like my backup team,
Gotcha.
But with Mahomes and all, I've been really pumped this year for football,
Cool.
and but since the Chiefs aren't, I don't really care who wins.
Yeah. Mahomes was on such a crazy tear this season. I was hoping they were going to make it in.
Yeah, that game was. I actually watched this game. Just because that was a crazy, like really crazy game. I've never seen so much nitpicking in a game. You know what I mean? Like they were going at them for everything. Oh man, it was a crazy game though. I mean, Mahomes got sacked a few times, but I would rather get sacked as a quarterback than have the ball intercepted. I don't know why, because I know sack is actually worse. Getting sacked is worse, but I'd rather get sacked than friggin' have the ball get intercepted. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I'm from Atlanta, so I was hoping for a 2017 rematch, but obviously not happening.
Not to change the subject, but I guess Mr. Pete wants to come on.
Mr. Pete? How would I get Mr. Pete to come on?
Well, I don't know if he's on Twitter or not, but he would have to give you his email.
All right. Is he in the chat right now?
Yeah.
Yep.
Why can't I see anything? What the hell? I don't know what the hell happened when my internet went out.
It's easier on Twitter, I think, but
yeah, but if like someone's doing it on their phone, it always has to get sent through the email.
He says he's on Twitter.
Not me.
Oh, Mr. Pete.
Oh,
I'm on my phone.
Oh, okay, he is. Through Twitter, yeah, that's right. So I don't know then.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Hey, everything Star Wars here as well. We're up to 13 viewers. This is awesome.
What's up, Rob?
Yeah, it is. Hey, everything Star Wars. All right, let me look up Mr. P. I know I have him somewhere.
Yeah, but both games yesterday, both football games, are really enjoyable. But I wanted both other teams to win, the ones that lost, so I have zero interest in the Super Bowl.
I feel
Hey,
you.
hold on a second. I have to say something to everything Star Wars. We're here. You're there.
Cool.
I have to say something to everything Star Wars. Rob, I love your channel. You're a great dude. You plug everybody's channels. We appreciate everything you do, man.
Hey, Rob, I'm going to whisk out a real slick spit out the wiener dog. I had him laughing the other night. He was sick and he kept coughing when he was laughing.
Yeah, I recently watched him on a stream that you were on, Flip, with General Qatar, and he's a really good guy, man.
Yeah, man. He's a Grecian, but he lives in Africa at the moment.
Oh, no, yeah, Qatar, but I mean everything Star Wars was like the special guest. You guys were on with him.
Oh,
it was a really good stream.
Yeah.
I think you were on there too, Rand. Were you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
We did the pod race party, and he was.
Yeah, that's it. The after pod race party.
Dude, I can't find Mr. B.
I felt the rain.
Now that is positive.
Forgot.
Okay.
I hate it when you go looking for an article like on Screen Rant here on my tablet. Anyway, it's like every reveal from Star Wars 9 set photos, and there's not one freaking set photo. Like,
Well, we just got one, didn't we? Somebody was talking about it. It was Ethan Van Sciver about John Boyega's hands about choking out Rose Tico. He was alluding to that in today's video. It's like, what are you doing to our Tico? These hands are bloodstained.
he's priceless, man.
Oh, he really is.
Choking Rosito.
That is so
Choking
awesome.
Rosito. Like in a good way or bad way?
I think in a bad way, but the reviews for Glass. Have you guys been watching these reviews come in?
I haven't seen any. I've got a friend that was going to go see it the other night, but then he found out that it was like a continuation of Split, which he'd never seen, so he bailed on it. So I was hoping to get his feedback. I haven't Have you heard anything, Flip?
Well, Damaj and I had one up, or Damaj and I, however you pronounce it, and it's a non-spoiler, so that's a good one to look at. Also, Hey Viv put one up. But something that's unique about what they both said is it starts out strong. The middle really sets up the ending well. And then at the end, they both sort of said the spectacle was missing. But they did back it up with it's still a good ending, but that M. Night Shyamalan came out of pocket $20 million to make that himself. So that's probably where the spectacle part's missing. But I have to watch the movie. But that's what I'm hearing.
Wow, I can't believe he's paid that much out of pocket for the budget.
That's crazy.
Yep.
It's very George Lucas-like, but because the first time I saw the first one, which was Unbreakable, was 97, 98, something like that. And I never saw it going beyond that unless, I don't know, I just never saw it. I got it from a good old Blockbuster. And so I saw the first movie when Blockbuster was around. But yeah, I still want to see it, even based on those reviews. You guys seen Split? Or anybody? I know at Dawn you haven't. Hallmark or Rant or
no,
what?
I haven't seen it.
Seen
I was
what?
trying to watch
Split?
it today. Yeah, Split.
No, I have seen Unbreakable, but I haven't seen Split.
I haven't even seen Unbreakable yet, unfortunately.
they're both good. Split's really good though. It is really good.
Split's
Yeah, I
Split's
heard it
got,
was.
Split's got what's his name, right? The
James McAvoy.
McAvoy.
Yeah.
He played Charles Xavier.
young Charles Xavier.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really good. He has split personality since the name Split, but he has like 24 of them. Man, that is some amazing acting because, wow, 24 split personalities in one movie plus memorizing your lines, that is something else. You know, sometimes people don't get the awards that they really deserve. Instead, it goes to some jackhole who gets them all the time, you know.
Exactly, and I thought he was a perfect professor, like a young Professor Xavier in First Class and Days of Future. To go to X-Men for a minute, I thought McAvoy was great in that role. He totally reminded me of like a young Patrick Stewart.
Well, he got ripped for the freaking Glass, didn't he?
Did he? I guess I didn't even catch that part.
Yeah. Well, all the trailers, he's like freaking.
Oh, ripped. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I think that's.
Yeah,
it took me a minute too, but yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no doubt.
You know, muscled up. You know, like Ben Swolo. You know.
He got buff. Yeah.
I think they might sell something for that.
Yep, I'm looking forward to seeing it. Even though the reviews are, I'm not quite sure how to explain that review. I mean, even though I just said it to you, whatever you call it, mediocre. But no, they're not mediocre.
Yeah, Obi-Wan put Obi-Wan put the critic score. It's 36 for critics, 79 for audience right now.
Oh, cool.
Oh man.
Critics are
Yeah.
brutal.
I wanted them to do the Obi-Wan and the Boba Fett spinoffs, but then when I thought about it, Disney would just screw them up, so it's not even worth it.
Exactly, James. That's the one. The Obi-Wan, based on the Kenobi book, is the one I wanted out of all of them, and it's probably best that just lays to rest. Like, don't even bother.
Well, Boba Fett's my dude, and if they screwed that movie up, I'd be at their doorstep. So,
Yeah. You know, going back to what Bonnie said in regards to, I'm going to link it to what you guys are saying. Wouldn't it be cool if Star Wars Theory, if they were smart, they would hire that guy to, you know, run a production of, since, you know, considering that Star Wars Disney can't put any of the movies on their streaming service, why not allow him to put, you know, productions together for the streaming service? I would trust him with Obi-Wan or something like that.
I guarantee.
Has he joined us?
Yes, I'm here
There
now.
he is.
hey,
Finally. I'm sorry for the wait, sir.
No, it's good. It's good.
it's like old times, man.
So,
You know what?
yeah, hold on. I just want to say, do we have to watch Split and Unbreakable to understand Glass? Because I really want to see Glass.
I think you have to watch the first two to get what they're talking about.
Yeah, because first it was all about Bruce Willis and who else? Samuel Jackson, and then it's all about James McAvoy and Split, and then Glass. It's all three of them together. Yeah.
Oh, so James McAvoy's character in Glass is the one from Split?
Yeah.
Yeah. Same with Unbreakable, Bruce Willis and Mr. Glass. They played the same exact characters. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay.
If you watch Split and Unbreakable first, you'll be so happy you did.
Well, like I said, I saw Unbreakable years ago or whatever when it came out.
Yeah.
Oh.
So,
Yeah, I want to see Glass.
Yeah, it looks really good.
yep. Even considering the reviews, I still want to see it. But would you guys think? And obviously, Lucasfilm Disney isn't going to listen to a damn thing we say. But wouldn't that be? What do you think? I mean, I think it'd be a cool idea, but it would get him out of the doghouse. It would make him money, but it would also make them connect with the fandom again.
Well, my humble opinion, if Mr. Filoni was in charge, freaking Star Wars Theory would have had a job like yesterday.
Here's a thought. Could you imagine if Star Wars Theory got Samuel L. to come on as Mace Windu?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
As much as I love Mace Windu, I would not want to have him back now in current time. If anything, like a small prequel movie, something like that.
But not in the big saga, I guess. What you're saying.
No. Yeah.
Yeah, but the thing is, they'd have to make him look like 20 years older than Mark Hamill.
They would. Yeah, he would have to be considerably older.
He already has somebody to play Mace, so.
Well, they could do that with Christopher Lee, who played Count Dooku.
Mhm.
He didn't do any of those stunts. They had a body double come in. So that's one of the cool things about Attack of the Clones. That fight at the end, that's not Christopher Lee. It's just his head.
Huh. I didn't even know that.
Yeah. Boy, I wasn't thinking about that before I came on. But, yeah.
Well, I'm all for breaking away from everything being CGI, and if I do a fan film based on my novels, I want to use my paintings as backdrops and do it old school.
That would be cool. A lot.
That
like
really would be cool.
Because remember, there was a couple of scenes you can pick out of Empire Strikes Back where Ralph McQuarrie, his paintings are right there. Sorry, go ahead, Hallmark.
No, I wasn't saying anything.
Oh, I gotcha. Well, the one where Han and Lando are talking, and he's like, I know, go ahead, take the ship. I know she means a lot to you. that part. He's like, "Take care, buddy." You know, that whole backdrop is painting. But as a kid, there's no way I could tell that. Knowing as an adult, I look for it just automatically. But plus the Bespin scenes where they're flying through the sky, those were all paintings, especially when they land and they meet Lando. That's a painting.
Exactly. That's my point. You can tell the difference between a matte painting and CGI.
But you know what's really cool about the paintings is, especially that one where the Falcon lands and you know, Han's like, you know, I know him, trust me. You know, the background, you can't tell it's painted. But if it was CGI, I would feel like I would be able to tell a little bit.
Well, it's that sunset. That's why it looks so good.
Well, my next one's gonna be Cloud City for all you guys, and I do painting with James every Wednesday at 6 o'clock Eastern.
Hey guys, we have the DJD show here.
Yep.
DJ D.
Everybody's favorite vampire.
When I'm not so poor, James, when I'm not so poor, I'll have you I'll have you make a Mandalorian Jedi painting for me someday.
Oh yeah, dude, your avatar was badass, man.
Yeah, it is.
I just got it off the Google box, you know.
Speaking of Mandalorian Jedis, there's one thing I think that Disney did that was actually interesting. Now, in the EU, the old EU, you had Jedis that became like they got disinfatuated with the Order and became Mandalorians. But the Disney did, they have a Mandalorian that became a Jedi. So I kind of find his character interesting. Like if they ever make a comic of him or a novel, I just might get it.
You talking about like in Rebels?
Yeah, Tar Vizsla.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he's the one that made the Darth Saber.
Yeah, he created the dark saber. Yeah.
Somebody's got some static, man.
Yeah, some real static. What's going on?
Dude, I'm telling you, I mean, that's Filoni is like the Obi-Wan of, you know, he's like our Obi-Wan, honestly. At least he is to me, you know.
You're right,
you know, he's our only hope, you know.
Pretty much.
I love when he was when Resistance was about to come out, and then he made a statement. He's like, "Yeah, I'm stepping back from Resistance. I was just
yeah, because he knew.
Oh God, Resistance.
He's like, fuck this shit, I'm out of here.
Oh man.
It was like Mark Hamill. It was like, by the way, my bad, guys, but I wasn't exactly full part of that. So smart thinking, really.
Oh man. So, what would you guys say you'd rather watch, Resistance or what is it called, Galaxy's Edge?
Well, that's going to be a theme park. That's going to be part of Disney World, Galaxy's Edge.
Yeah,
that's a part of. Oh, okay.
Well, they do have an interactive, a couple of movies, sort of that you physically interact with. One is something about the Resistance. I can't remember it right now, but yeah, I would probably. Oh Lord, I'd probably rather ride the ride than watch Resistance the cartoon again.
Yeah, I'm probably the same way. I mean, it's like a typical episode begins with that kid, Kaz, like either something falls on his foot or like one of the droids like zaps him or something like that. Then he like bumbles his way through a mission. It's a really bad show. Really bad.
Oh yeah.
Have you noticed that the cartoons have been getting more and more childish? Have you noticed that?
Oh yeah. I mean, everyone's got to be friends at the end.
Rebels Yeah, Rebels was more childish than Clone Wars. Then you had that Forces of Destiny, which is more childish than Rebels. And now we have
Yeah,
this
but
Resistance.
at least
It's more
Rebels was
childish than
good.
that. Huh? Yeah, I mean, Rebels did have its moments, but it wasn't as great as Clone Wars.
Yeah, nothing can be as great as Clone Wars.
Yeah, but Mr. Pete's right. Like, it's a sliding scale of Disneyfication. Like, we've got Resistance. What's going to be next? It can't get any more childish, but I think it's going to go there.
They'll do, what's next? They'll do like a Muppet Babies version of Star Wars. What's going to be next?
Well, the Muppet Babies did that back in the day. They did a perfect Star Wars.
He's saying Muppet Babies.
Right here.
Rebels was more goofy than Clone Wars at the beginning, but it was just it was like Clone Wars though. It got more serious as each season went along.
To a certain extent, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I liked. I mean, I wish we got to see more training with Ezra and Kanan. They didn't do enough of that at all.
I like Sabine.
Oh, look at that! Look what he got, you guys. Hell to the motherfucking yeah!
There we go.
Okay.
There we go.
I mean, come on, you guys. The Clone Wars was awesome. They gave us so much.
Clone Wars was awesome.
We got to see younglings make their lightsabers. That was like, for me, that was like the crown jewel of Clone Wars.
I got this one.
Oh snap! Yeah.
What's Flip coming?
You want to know what I did? I gave
that
to my brother, and it got ruined.
2003.
But I mean, I still have no problems with Rebels at all personally. But
I liked everything but the way the stormtroopers look when they packaged them. It just did not look like a stormtrooper.
Yeah, and another thing, I was never a big fan of Sabine. I mean, a Tagger Mandalorian. Come on.
What?
No,
That's
like the Darksaber. You didn't like the Darksaber?
Don't talk about my girlfriend that way.
Yeah, it was kind of cool when she had the Darksaber. Yeah, but I mean, the bright neon colors, her skittle colored hair. I mean, come on, that's not a Mandalorian. That is not a Mandalorian.
Shit, man.
Again, her hair, got normal colored and everything, got more mature as each season went along.
Yeah, I know. So it's like in the Flash Forward episode, she had it dyed one color, but
I'm still trying to get my hands on a Sabine action figure, man.
To me, that's not like that's not a Mandalorian to me. I'm sorry. You moonlight as a painter / graffiti tagger. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, and she also built like this horrible weapon, right? Didn't she build like some type of horrible weapon?
Yeah, she built a weapon that destroys the Mandalorian armor. Yeah.
She's not Boba or Django, but I think she's cool.
I mean, you can't go around like shooting people in the head all the time, Sometimes you need a little Bob Ross action, some happy little trees and some happy little mountains,
Paint bomb.
Every Wednesday at 6.
I will say this about Sabine. She was tolerable for me because my daughter and her had very similar hair color at that time, and my daughter's an artist, and they looked very similar actually. So totally tolerable for me. I just looked past it. I really, what I try and do with Star Wars stuff is I know there's going to be stuff I don't like. I mean, come on, even with George Lucas, we were looking at the Ewoks. We had to be like, yo, come on, really? But you know, I look past a couple things because what I want to see is Jedi and that whole mythological. I want to know more. I always want to know more about the Jedi. So
when I was a kid, I loved the Ewok movies.
Yeah, well, I mean, at least the Ewoks didn't throw paint at you. The Ewoks didn't have paint bombs.
Yeah, well, again, don't. That's my girlfriend you're talking about, man. Come on.
Uh-oh, them's a fighting word, you guys. Uh-oh.
I think she's under 18.
Say what you will. Say what you will. Rebels still felt like Star Wars, unlike the movie that shall not be named.
The Nameless.
Well, here's something about Rebels. It left us at the end with Ahsoka alive, and it left us with Thrawn and Ezra. Okay, this is odd. Even just hearing myself say this, Thrawn and Ezra flying through hyperspace with no windows, and these weird whale creatures. So that's pretty tough to swallow, but
yeah, that was a weird ending.
Yeah, I didn't understand it. And I didn't like it. I was like, what in the world is this?
It was a really weird ending.
So they should have ended it with Sabine versus the Murder Bears and the Ewok Battle Wagon.
Hey, James, you gotta make a painting of those murder bears, dude.
Murder bears.
Well, I'm doing right now. I'm plugging on my channel. Like I said, 6 o'clock Eastern on Wednesdays. I do painting with James, and I'm painting acrylics on canvas. I'm doing my shield generator and/or landing platform painting, and I might throw a Ewok in there.
I actually have I subbed you, but I'm gonna go and check that out real quick. Make sure, because I have not seen that. Is it new or?
Yeah, you'll see it on there. Painting with James.
Okay, cool, man.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry if I haven't gotten to your stuff yet, James, and Mr. Pete. Having to watch everyone's stuff is so crazy.
Yeah,
well, I appreciate Mr. Pete showing us that there still are payphones. If you look for them hard enough, you might find one.
There still are payphones? Are you serious?
Yeah, I got a couple of videos where I find payphones.
Oh, I'm totally checking that out.
They're surprisingly popular. I got like over 100 views on one of them.
Pete, I actually saw one of those. Sorry.
We showed some pretty badass license plates too, man.
Yeah, vanity license plates. There's a lot of them in New Jersey.
Yeah, kids, this is a payphone. This is what your parents and grandparents used to use when they wanted to make a phone call away from home.
Yeah, no one had cell phones back then.
I grew up in the era of cell phones.
I'm 25. I grew up in the era of cell phones, but I do understand the pain. So, I am sympathetic. I'm not gonna act stupid and act like, oh, what's a payphone? No, I know what a payphone is.
I'm feeling really old at this point.
Me and James are old enough to remember rotary phones.
Yes.
Oh, my grandma had a rotary phone.
And then like if you misdial, you're like fuck, because you had to hang up and start all over again.
The first cell phones were in cars, and they weighed about 20 pounds.
Guys, hold on. Flip wants to show us something.
Bag phones, man.
What do you got, Flip?
Well, I just wanted to show you that you might want to change your name. There's like 4 or 5 James Clarks, and in this one, he is in defense. Can you read that? Of Satanism.
If you look on Sci-Fi Art,
James, the
No, I have it
Hail
under.
Satan!
I
Hail
have it.
Satan!
I
I
have
think I
it
subbed the
under.
wrong one.
I have it under sci-fi art.
Sci-fi art.
Yeah.
That was too fun though.
Oh man.
Oh, our dark underlord, please hear us.
Give us all of your dark powers.
I have you now.
There you go.
Oh, dude, what was that? That just made this movie pop into my head with Arnold Schwarzenegger. The what it was, The End of Days.
The end of days. Yeah.
Yeah, that and the Devil's Advocate. Both good movies.
Devil's Advocate. Oh my god, yeah, I just watched that last week. I mean, I've seen it before, but that is an outstanding movie. Charlize Theron, Al Pacino. Oh wow, so many people. I don't even remember their names. Remember the guy who runs through the park and he dies? He was in Ferris Bueller's Day Off. He was the principal. He's in it. Al Pacino absolutely kills it in that movie. Love that movie.
Oh wow. Obi-Wan Reviews is in the chat.
He wants you to sing the song, man.
Yeah. Well, see,
Sing us a song.
I did a tribute video to him, because he like, he reviews beer, different types of beer, and then he sings a song. Well, living where I do, we're not allowed to have alcoholic beverages on the premises. So I'm like, well, I was like, I want to do an Obi-Wan review style video, but can't do beer. So I did root beer.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's the
Right.
video I saw. Okay, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hallmark, you can't have beer where you're at. Where you at? Like a halfway house or something?
Well, actually, I live in a transitional housing facility for veterans right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
And at the end,
And some of the residents, are
Right.
addicts and alcoholics.
Yeah.
So
Can't drink. Okay, I understand.
yeah.
at the end of Obi-Wan's review, he says, "I don't remember owning any droids."
Okay. Check this out.
That makes me think. Like, I've heard people talk, like debate this, right? And they're like, oh, Obi-Wan, Obi-Wan says he doesn't know who R2-D2 is and all this stuff, and I'm always like, because they can't hear me because it's a video, or whatever. But I'm like, he just said he didn't recall ever owning a droid. He never said he didn't know who the droid was.
Right. Not only that, there's millions of droids that look exactly like R2-D2 out there.
So it's all true from a certain point of view.
Right? Right?
Uncle Owen
Exactly.
has a bad motivator.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Just like my teenage son. Motivator. Okay, sorry. I wanted to go with this. We can totally come back to Star Wars. I have a real strange feeling we will. But Ghostbusters 3, anybody seen the teaser? And we'll just go from there. I got something else.
Oh wow. I've
have
seen
not.
people chat about it.
All I saw was the car. That was it.
That's about all there was. Hallmark?
Negative. I have not.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I have not seen it yet. I have not seen the trailer yet.
What about you, ATDAWN? Haven't heard from you in a while, man.
Yeah, I've seen it, and it looks pretty good. And I've watched all the videos, like the reaction videos to what happened yesterday when Leslie Jones spoke up about it. It's pretty interesting.
So is Bill Murray and Dan Aykroyd supposed to be in that one?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, that'll be good.
I wonder if Rick Moranis is going to come out of retirement and reprise his role.
I think he would if Bill Murray agrees to do it. I think he will.
I would
Hold on,
love
I've got
to see
Moranis
Rick
right here.
Moranis come back and take Egon's spot.
I'm bunking with Rick Moranis. He's right here if you want to ask him.
Please, Mr. Gopher, it's not a stick of dynamite or anything, nothing to worry about.
Well, Lewis was a Ghostbuster in the second one, so why not? He can definitely come into part of the team. And it sucks now that we waited this long and we got Ghostbusters 2016, which I don't even want to remember. And like we lost Harold Ramis. Like the movie should have been made with Harold Ramis.
Yeah.
I think they need to bring back another Clone Heads.
So
Cone Heads? Yeah.
Yeah, with Dan Aykroyd.
See, I didn't see 2016 Ghostbusters.
I saw it opening weekend, Hallmark. Ugh.
So Leslie Jones says, this is her tweet. This is quote Leslie Jones on Twitter. So insulting. Like, F us. We didn't count. It's like something Trump would do. Then it says Trump's voice. Gonna do Ghostbusters. I'm not a good Trump guy. Better with men.
It's gonna be huge.
It'll be huge.
It'll be huge.
Women ain't Ghostbusters. Ugh, so annoying, such a dick move, and I don't give a fuck. I'm saying something. Thoughts?
Yeah, well, your movie only made like $300 million worldwide, so.
Yeah, she is a thought. I'm sorry, was that harsh? I'm sorry.
No.
They should be.
I'll send her an apology card. I'll send her an apology Hallmark card.
Yeah. Leslie Jones should ask herself, where were like the legions of women who were going to see this movie? You know, she should be asking herself that.
Hallmark moments had by all.
The 2016 movie made $229 million worldwide.
Oh, my mistake.
You're being generous, Mr. Pete. I still can't believe I was excited about that movie. I was so excited leading up, and I should have known I should have seen like the train wreck coming because the car looked horrible. Fall Out Boy was doing the soundtrack, like the remix of the original. I should have seen this coming, but then got there. And actually, World Class put up a good video today about it, talking about Leslie Jones' comments and doing just a review of 2016 or like a retrospect on it. And he brought up a good point, and I totally agree with him that like all of us here were brought together by The Last Jedi, but this didn't start at The Last Jedi. Wolfbusters 2016 is the moment this all started. That was the moment. That was the moment the flag was dropped. We all got here together during The Last Jedi, but to me, that's when the flag was dropped.
Yeah, no, you're right, and I actually could tell you knew some of that at dawn because I hadn't seen that, but you're almost verbatim what this article is saying, bro.
Yeah.
See, here's the thing: when the Ghostbusters are what's strange, who else are you gonna call? That's my question.
You could call for someone close to you, or just sit there and suck on your thumb.
Yeah. Where's my safe space?
Exactly.
You gotta find his red stapler.
Yeah.
When I was growing up, we used to get drunk.
Make stapler.
I'm sorry, what was that, Flip?
We used to go cow tipping, and now what they do is they run out into the field after drinking some beer. The SJWs run out into the field and start sucking on the cow titties instead of.
I hear blue 2% in high demand.
What I want to know is how you guys know about my Saturday night activities.
We don't, but I love the new furniture.
Oh, damn. You guys, in about 10 minutes, we're going to have to cut the stream, okay?
What's up? What's wrong?
Oh, it's going to be getting a little late for me to keep on going, you know?
Okay, understood.
You're cool, man.
Do you know what
Hey, this is a quick rant.
Yeah. kind of. It's just tonight, you know, it was a long day and stuff, and I'm going to need to get back.
I'll get everybody a chance to plug their channel.
Yes, please do, you guys. Plug away. Who wants to go first?
Yeah, I'll go first. My channel is the Mr. P channel. It's a variety channel. I got many different playlists for different things. I do reviews. I do vanity license plates, payphones, wildlife. There's bound to be something on my channel you'll like. And when I reach 600 subscribers, I will be doing a giveaway. So all you have to do is subscribe, and I will be picking a random person to win a prize, and the prize is going to be a surprise. But you got to subscribe. So subscribe to the Mr. Pete channel. Okay, who goes next?
Well, hold on a
I'll
second.
go.
Everyone, make sure you subscribe to Mr. Pete, or once again, you're going to get the blob suit, and you don't want that. So I'll even touch you with it, and it's going to feel like wet and slimy, and you're going to ask me how, and I'm just going to have a straight face and shake my head no. And you know you don't want that.
Well, Mr.
right.
Pete was my first sub, so I appreciate you, man.
Yeah, I was the first person to sub to James.
That's awesome. So who wants to go next?
I will if I'm not robotic.
Go ahead.
I am Hallmark Channel Jeremy. I am also known as Shellback TJC. In fact, you can find me on Twitter as Shellback TJC, aka Hallmark Channel Jeremy. And I am a Navy veteran, and I'm do videos on veteran issues, news, politics, sports, movies, and life in general. So check me out, por favor.
Yes, check out Hallmark, okay? You check him out, or, once again, the blob suit. It's going to feel sticky, and there will be a smell.
Smell?
Yes. Maybe of sulfur.
Oh, sulfur.
At dawn?
For sure, I'll go. I'm at Dawn876. I've got a YouTube channel. It focuses on movie reviews and gaming. I haven't had much content lately because I'm also focusing on some live streams, which we do every Friday night at 6 p.m. And I'm joined by Lone Wolf Cub and Jez Oldfeld. But I'm also going to have some special guests in coming weeks. We wanted to do the first couple of weeks without special guests just to get to know us. And now we're going to expand out. And that's pretty much it. And thank you, Red, as always. Sorry for having me on.
Thank you for coming on, of course.
Always,
Cool.
man. You sent out the Power Rangers call. I had to answer.
Together we are more, man.
Exactly.
James?
I do painting with James every 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern on Wednesdays. I do acrylic paintings on canvas. Working on one now of the Endor landing platform and the Death Star. And for every 100 subs, I'm giving away a painting. You choose the characters or the scenes, and I'll paint them. And I also I throw some karaoke in. And I talk about my writing, my novels. So, yeah, I'm just trying to get my work out there. Thank you.
Well,
Thank
James,
you for coming on.
I finally have you subbed properly. Sorry about that. and I will be checking that out. I'm
Appreciate
flipped
that,
out.
man.
Absolutely, my friend. Absolutely. And I do movie reviews, games, and well, I really haven't done very many games, but you know, I look at the George Lucas stuff. I fit skits into it. Skits such as Race Car Kelly, plunging a toilet that looks like you're masturbating, Stormy Nights, Catch the Cat, teleporting with a fart sneak attack, and all kind of other stuff. When I talk about Star Wars, I try to talk about, obviously, no Rey being OP. Finn shouldn't have the Force. Poe is all wrong and gay. Leia's floating in space, and Han was killed improperly. Also want to give a big shout out to Abu Nas. Thank you, sir. You were my number 200, and I really appreciate that. If I had enough mind about myself, I would mention so many other people, but please check them out at Fandom Collective, on Twitter. That is for everyone. And thanks for having me on, Rant. Thank you.
Oh, thank you guys for coming on. You know, I mean, if it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't be doing this stream. You know what I mean? So, I mean, that's all I can say is, you know, because of you guys, I'm able to do this. So thank you guys, all of you. You know?
Awesome.
Thanks, man. Thanks for having us on, man.
Yes, thank you.
Gracias.
Yeah, you guys are awesome. This has been an awesome stream. Well, I am the Rant, and I rant about multiple different things. I will be coming out with Power Rangers movie video soon, and be on the lookout for whatever else I feel like ranting about. And everyone that has been watching, thank you so much for watching. And like I said before, sub to everyone that's, you know, on the stream except for myself. I mean, just check out my channel, but sub to everybody else first and foremost, or otherwise you're getting the blob suit. Okay. And like I said, it's going to be sticky. It's going to have like that wetness feel. Okay. So you don't want that. And a smell of sulfur. So thank you guys.
You don't
And
know.
y'all
Some
always-
people might want it.